We say hello on Caps Off. The Red Sox and Yankees say goodbye for now. This is the final out in the final game between the two rivals on U.S. soil before the series shifts to London at the end of the month. DJ LeMahieu ground out punctuates the series. I'm Phil Murphy. He's Mark Donaldson, and one of the two of us was fortunate enough to be at Yankee Stadium Sunday.
Yeah, and it's the one who is not wearing the Yankee Stadium t-shirt.
How'd that work?
Looks good on you, though. Anyway, three-game series. Let's have a look at the highlights of them. It was meant to be 4 games. One of them got washed out. In the first game they played, how about DJ LeMahieu and his bat doing that, and the Yankees with first blood.
Yeah, not easy to go yard off Chris Sale, and he's been in form lately. Gary Sanchez is hitting homers off everybody. Hello from the other side. Into the bullpen, Yankees thinking sweep, but not so fast, according to Boston on Sunday, turning around a trend that had been going on all year. 8 runs marked in this game. That's more than they had in their first 4 meetings against the Yankees combined.
Yeah, we weren't sure who was going to start a few days before the series began. CC Sabathia pitching and Xander Bogaerts sending him for a home run. So the Red Sox winning the last game 8-5. David Price, incidentally, getting his first ever win at Yankee Stadium as a Red Sox.
Now, this isn't the house that Ruth built. They've since rebuilt a new Yankee Stadium, but still replete with history. And my friend Mark Donaldson was at Monument Park.
Well, some places in Major League Baseball and in sport can be empty, yet still have an atmosphere, still have an aura. This was Monument Park. And if ever I felt like I didn't belong between 2 greats, it was now. Jorge Posada and Derek Jeter. 14-time All-Star, 5-time World Series winner. He was the last name and number to be retired. 21 different numbers. Jeter, number 2, and he was the last of the single digits, excluding the number 0, to be retired and also to have a place here in Monument Park.
How about that for a career? Quite impressive.
Yeah, for a decent franchise, it's been around a while. When you think Yankees, you think Jeter. Much like how you think Liverpool, you think Gerrard, Man City, Vincent Kompany. He was the face of the franchise for well over a decade. Now that title might belong to a new young star.
Been a while since we saw number 99 in action because of a left oblique strain, but it's getting better, and hopefully he'll be back in action maybe just in time for the London Series at the end of the month.
It's not easy to take New York by storm, no. But Aaron Judge has done just that, to the degree that he's the first player ever with his own dedicated section. Section 104 at Yankee Stadium is now the Judge's Chambers, yet another iconic part of this ballpark, Mark. They have faux wood paneling, but 18 seats, you can't buy anything there. You have to be invited, especially by the Yankees.
But there are occasions that you can sit in there if there's no baseball, perhaps when other events take place.
We see some versatility in the stand with the Judge's Chambers, also some versatility on the pitch itself.
Well, if this was Thursday, I'd be standing behind the goals. It's not. It's Sunday. It's the final game of the series between the Yankees and the Red Sox. Off go the Yankees after this on a road trip. NYCFC are the tenants come Thursday. How do you go about making a baseball field into a football pitch? Well, here's how. And it's not easy because they've decided, NYCFC, that they don't want to go near the pitcher's mound, having spoken to the Yankees. So therefore, the grounds crew doesn't have to remove and rebuild it every time the venue's converted. The only problem with that doesn't leave much space, as you can see, for the renovation to turn this place into a football pitch. The other issue, with little space still available and the MLS minimum standard for a pitch of 110 yards long and 70 yards wide, it means that space is at a premium. The biggest heroes here, the grounds crew that change Yankee Stadium's baseball field into a football pitch.
You said it, Mark. You watch NYCFC in a home match. It is a very narrow patch. New York City FC, of course, affiliated to some degree through the City Football Group with Manchester City, and we cannot escape comparisons between City and Liverpool, can we?
No, Liverpool will play at Yankee Stadium on the 24th of July. Sporting from Lisbon will be the opposition. That video, by the way, was not in real time, just in case
you weren't sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Javi Baez led the National League in runs batted in last season. He's just one of several stars on the Cubs and the Cardinals, and they meet this weekend on BT Sport.
They do. Decent rivalry because you've also got the Subway Series coming up on BT Sport. Speaking of rivalry, it's just a 4.5-hour drive down I-55 to get to Busch Stadium. What are you looking at me like that?
With no traffic driving from Chicago to St. Louis.
That's what it said on Google Maps, between Busch Stadium in St. Louis and Chicago's Wrigley Field. Now, they talk about this being one of the best rivalries in sport. Well, maybe in America they do. Give me a decent sporting rivalry. I'm going to have Celtic Rangers for me.
Oh.
What are you having?
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool United, of course. We got the Cricket World Cup going on, India v. Pakistan. But in American sport, in Major League Baseball, maybe aside from Red Sox Yankees, this is as good as it gets, Mark. You see both teams top 5 all-time in wins and more than 1,000 wins head-to-head each.
However, if you're a Cardinals fan, the one thing you have over the Cubs is that second one, the World Series titles. 11 for the Cardinals and 3 for the Cubs.
Here are the players themselves talking about this rivalry.
How would you describe the current state of the Cubs-Cardinals rivalry?
Alive and well, for sure. There's just a different energy, when the Cubs roll into town and vice versa. So baseball just has a special rivalry across a couple teams, and we're definitely part of one of them.
It's a lot of fun just to be able to be out there and on the field and play in that environment, but the fans add that extra spark.
When we're at home and you see, those sections that look a little more blue than red, it kind of gets your blood boiling a little bit. You want to, make sure that they have a long, upset drive home.
Dexter Fowler has just walked it off. Gone. Cubs win.
St. Louis, they're always a good team. We can never take them lightly. And to add Goldschmidt into that lineup is, he's a big guy that you're going to have to now focus a little bit more on.
Goldschmidt hits it deep. Left center field. That's a goner.
When you look at that rivalry, it's got to be one of the all-time great rivalries in all of sports. And I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm proud to have, when I go there and get booed, I love that. It makes me smile every time.
With the Cardinals, it's kind of just a traditional, this goes back a long time. Those games are always so fun and intense, and I think this year's it's gonna be a whole new level this year.
My favorite time of the show, Mark. What a thing. Brewers had a rough outing against the Marlins, down 16-0, so second baseman Hernan Perez into pitch starts mimicking some of his friends from around baseball. The Johnny Cueto shimmy, Bronson Arroyo leg kick. Hey, and a 1-2-3 inning, it worked well.
In the background, watch out. What do you Little League players in Iowa do when tornadoes appear in the distance? You keep playing. It reminds me of a story in 1987, a British weatherman called Michael Fish. Hurricane? What hurricane? Nonsense. From natural disasters to diamond disasters. Houston's Yuri Gurriel, grounder to shortstop, forget who's on first. Who's at home?
No one.
Runner scoring on the strangest error. Gurriel not able to throw the double play.
With the first selection of the 2019 MLB Draft, the Baltimore Orioles select Adley Rutschman, a catcher from Oregon State University.
Going to introduce you to my friend Mark, Adley Rutschman. The Orioles lost 115 games last year, on pace to lose far more than that so they get the #1 draft pick. Any player they want in the amateur ranks, they can acquire. #1, Adley Rutschman, the first catcher to go #1 overall since 2001. He's a guy who will be a perennial all-star and maybe even play this season, adding to historic home run numbers. May broke a record for most home runs in a month ever, but we had some great defensive plays too, didn't we?
We did. Here is the Web Gems of May.
High fly ball deep to center field. Jonathan Davis racing. Jonathan Davis. Hey, a terrific catch.
Back in the gap goes Kane on the move. He made the catch. Oh, wow. Slammed into the wall, held the ball. Suarez jumping. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, my goodness, what a play. Shallow center field. Simmons going out and will make the catch. Oh, my.
Maven on the track. He leaps and he makes the play.
And that one is in the glove of Kevin Pillar, who makes a sensational diving catch.
Oh, a diving catch by Profar. Laureano at the wall. He leaped and he caught it. He did it again. This one takes the home run away and keeps a no-hitter going.
He drives one to right field, sending Reddick back. He's at the wall. He jumps. He makes a tremendous catch. He robs a 3-run home run.
Puig goes into the stands. Did he make the play? What a play by Yasiel Puig. Look out. Oh, my gosh. A rocket that found Jeffress's glove. Deep to center. Kiermaier to the wall. Got it. Might be the best catch I have ever seen him make. Bradley racing back all the way to the wall, leaping up. And Jackie Bradley. Oh, he made the play. He caught it. It was gone. Bellinger. Two are going to tag, and Gomez better hurry. Got him! Amazing!
So those plays, some of them gave me chills, and then I saw this, and I had chills of a different kind. You got an explanation for this, buddy?
It's only missing a wee rivalry, Yankees, Boston.
What are you doing here?
Look, it's a celebration shake. It's got everything that's not good for you, and look at this. We need a telestration here. What a mess. Not what a thing, what a mess. Enough, please. We'll cover that, and we'll say that the St. Louis Cardinals against the Chicago Cubs is on BT Sport this weekend. And get rid of this now.